Hey, I've been practicing branding for myself. Basically, trying to figure out like a good title or something. Like a little logo title or whatever. And this is kind of the thing I've been spitballing here. In order to really figure out what I was trying to go for, I looked at basically a bunch of anime bumpers, not bumpers, eye catchers. So basically, like when an anime is like in its halftime and it shows like the little animation of the characters doing something outside of the show, and then like the logo shows up. That's what I've been looking at, and there's like an hour's worth of that stuff. And I would kind of make things based on what I saw. And there's some pretty good variations here. I really wanted to implement. There we go. I really wanted to implement the logo in it. Not all of them have it. Mm, Actually, if only two, three of them have it. So I gotta find a better way to implement the actual logo. But I've been trying to figure out how to like work the names around. I think I got this one from Gundam. I'm not sure which one. Definitely wasn't Gundam Seed or Gundam Wing. It was one of the ones. I liked how it looked. I was like, okay, but in Japanese, they have a different way of styling things that kind of works for them. So I was like, okay, well, how can I implement that with only being English and not having, you know, Japanese lettering and English words? So I was like, well, okay, well, I can put the first name here, Stardust, and then like the last or the second part of the name as Codon, which is like the bigger thing, cradling the Stardust part. And then adding the logo somewhere up here. Um, I think it was like the first one. This one also came from a Gundam, a Gundam Eye Catch. I really liked this one because it was really stylized. So it would still have the name cradled like the first one, but the S would kind of be wrapped around the C, and then Stardust Codon. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then if I didn't want to use the whole thing, as the small S and big C, which would kind of be confusing because the big C would infer that the C is first, but I feel like if I use it long enough, it'd be understood. Another one would be something a little bit more basic, but had like a bit of I guess, simplicity with just some shaping. So this one had two different variations. This was a Stardust, and then Codon as like the subtext, or you'd have Stardust as the subtext, but also the title, and then Codon as like the main body. Since I kind of try to go by the name Codon, but everybody kind of goes by Stardust. But there's a lot of Stardust when it comes to streaming content. So it's like, well, I've come across three different occasions where people say Stardust, and it was like a little bit confusing. So it's like, okay, well, if I can get people to go with Codon, or whatever, or at the very least recognize this part, I feel like it'd be a little easier. But yeah, these two variations was kind of cool. Uh, this one was more of like a signature, where you had, instead of the C, the S would be the majority of the part, and then the codon would kind of rest up under it. So SC Stardust codon, then with the actual symbol, with it's like the name is breaking out of the symbol, with it being here and whatnot. I could probably do a little bit more in design, but I don't know. Like, I don't know, maybe. Oh, because then it looks like words. Don't want that. Like that. Oh, there's a fly in my face. Stop it. Ooh, or there we go. That's what I was looking for. Hmm. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll figure out something with it later, but I'll leave that there. Also, I've got like correction on 40, so I can't like freestyle the form there. There we go. This one here is a little bit more playful. So this is like the blocking name going up and down, and then having Stardust. I was trying to figure out how to even it out. It was really difficult for me to try and figure out how to finish it. And I was like, okay, well, if I put the symbol at the end, then I can put Stardust Codon. Bam. If I want to be really cheeky with it, I could do ST and then ARDUST. But I feel like that might be a little too confusing, maybe a little too split up. So, ooh, and I'm just thinking something. Hold on, I'm just seeing something now. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna make a block here. E. We just C O E O. I'm drawing the wrong layer, but that's fine. We can just take that. Okay. Oop, dang it. Hit the wrong button. X. And then we'll just mash it in here. Yeah, there we go. So what I could do, hold on, put the wording in here. Let's see. O D O. And the end's kind of still kind of tricky for me. Then I could just like Stardust right in the middle here. Feel like it could work. That was my phone. Let me mute that. Okay. I'm not gonna get too hung up over how clean the design is. This is just this is just the sketching phase. I thought I muted that. Okay. Probably ain't gonna be so robotic, but gonna make it fit for now. Actually, it's kind of perfect. right here in between there. It's kind of hard to make out the actual name though. I guess there's that. Like some kind of variation of this. That could be kind of cool. Yes. It looked good in my head, but maybe not. I'll probably find some way to fix that around, but I'm also seeing something here that I could just, let me see if I can just copy this part. Oh wait, that's not there? Okay, that's fine. I don't need it anyway. Um, S T A R E U S T, and then symbol. I don't know. I kind of like it, but I don't. I feel like I'm forcing myself to like this one. I'm just kind of going through variations of stuff here, trying to really get an idea, kind of spitballing, kind of just not taking anything as a bad idea, more of just like, what if? It seems like a pretty good what if to me. I just need to find a way to justify the thought of what I'm doing. Maybe if it's a little bit more stylized, like stickers or something, as like the letters, like stickered STARD with C, blah blah blah. That would be good. Or it could even be like, oh wow, okay, now I'm starting to get ideas. Okay, so mixing this with this, I could make another one. Oh yes, I can. Oh, but it's not big enough. Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Oh well, it's not another layer. So let me just, yeah, apply the transformation. Close these two, three. Okay. V. And then let me make this a lot bigger. And then, oh, stop, wrong button. And then maybe put the letters on the inside. Make the brush bigger. So I was like SC. AR. EU. ST. Then I guess plaster this in somewhere. Like there's something I can do with that. Nope. We're gonna make this a little bit smaller down here. Now we can shrink this down properly. And I'll put this on in the corner so it doesn't interrupt all the other stuff. Okay, yeah. Yeah, perfect. And then you got some more simpler ones here, like just 2 blocks and my names in it and all that stuff. This one here, I'm not sure what I was doing with this one. I'm not sure. I know I'm not going to use it. It just there's no ideas here. It was just round lettering, then right over it. But the brick one I do like, where it's just the wall and then the name kind of on it, almost like a sign. This one, when I started this one, I didn't like it because it felt like it was kind of breaking up the name. But then the more I looked at it, I was like, well, it's literally 3 word. Well, technically, there's 3 words in this entire name: the star, then the dust, and then hold on. I was like, ooh, that actually kind of works. And then the R kind of splits the words apart. So you got the star splits the dust and the codon apart. So star, dust, codon. Like, the more I looked at it, the better it got. I hated it when I first started. I didn't even want to finish it, but then when I saw it, I was like, oh wait, I might be cooking here. So that one, if I had to pick one, I feel like it would be out of. If I had to pick one for right now, I feel like it would be out of any of these up here. So let me see if I can be this one, this one, this one, or this one. It'd be one of those. I just like the way they look. They're not so constrained in a sense. It's a lot there's a lot of stylization there. Like these two kind of look okay. Like if it was I don't know, like a TV show or something. Which I mean, technically these are all kind of based off of TV show designs, but these kind of seem like a simplistic TV show design. While these 4 here are kind of the ones where it's like kind of really pops. But yeah, that's all I really got right now. This is all I've been working on. Well, this isn't all I've been working on, but this is what I've been working on. Kind of putting my stuff together for like YouTube and streaming. I've been kind of trying to get into the mindset of just do it, stop thinking so much about it, because there's a lot of stuff I do that I record but I don't put up, and hopefully this is not one of those times when I do that. But this is like the start of me just trying to post stuff that's more than just trying to figure out like a good gameplay or something. It's like me actually talking about the process in which I do things and posting that, because I feel like that's what I started with and I stopped doing that, and I gotta start doing that again. Um, there are quite a few other things I also want to talk about in terms of what I'm making to the process. It's just I don't want to talk too much about them, because if I don't follow through with them, then it seems kind of sucky. And I've done that about 3 or 4 times on the channel already. There is something I was talking about earlier that I'm still trying to get the process on. So that might be the next thing I tackle, just to get into that just do it phase. So with that, I'm saying a lot too, but I won't be editing this. This is gonna be just okay. It's like 20 minutes. I might edit it, but this is gonna be the thing that it's gonna be the thing to start me posting just more natural, less scripted and more of like this is what I'm doing in terms of the creative process. So if you like what you saw here, stay tuned for more, and I will see you in the next video.